Not a video, more like a collection of clips. However, Robot Penguin took the first round on Tuesday. I took the second round yesterday, so we get a third round to entertain everyone with today. The theme music is awesome. I agree with you. Go on, T. Yep, 8 p.m. Yeah, I figured we'd have at least a few Australian and other Far Eastern individuals. So, yes, this is the tie-breaking match. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get down to it. I hosted the last one, so it's Robot Penguin's turn to host.
Yep, I'm just gonna plug my Twitch into the Slytherin
Yes.
Twitch stream to see it from my perspective.
Yes, anybody who would like to see Robot Penguin's perspective as well as mine, go ahead and click that link. You'll be able to see his perspective as well. Okay.
Right, this is it. The match.
And I have to.
Everyone.
You have to grab our
waiting for.
screenshots here, real quick.
Yes. Paint. Paste it in.
Alright, that's that saved. I probably should have selected my fleet first, but it's okay, it doesn't really matter. Derek Thmore's, we don't say the suspense is growing already. Like, my blood pressure won't survive if the suspense is growing now.
Growing over the entire tournament.
It has. It really has.
It's like who will be in the final? Then it's me and you. Then I won one.
Oh.
I lost the next one, so it's all down to this.
Yeah, and like round 1 and round 2 of this final were already tense enough. Like, I have to eat some peanut butter crackers here because I'm starting to hit the little bit of crash from the coffee and the coffee cake. I apologize, folks. It's really early in the morning for me. You're welcome to take bets on how fast we blow up. It will probably... So the last 2 matches were both around an hour and a half.
Don't worry. This is definitely 7 Nemesis Seas. There's only 6 ships, but I have a hidden cloaking device on that 7th Nemesis.
Yes, sir.
He's gone Ghost Fleet offensive with the... what was the stealth ship? I don't know. He's hacking the game, guys. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Back on this side of the map. This is like 2 Minervas, an Artemis,
Understood.
and like, I don't know, 2 Heracles and a Minotaur. Right?
You'll see. It looks like you've just brought the same fleet again. That's going to be a Jupiter Doom stack. Jupiter to Atlas, and then at the back, I'm guessing 2 Berserks, and then either 2 Adamants or 2 Minotaurs.
Let's see, that's this tab. There we go. Now that won't keep beeping at us. Oh, and but I need that one. Thought I had everything set before we started. Apparently, I didn't have everything set. Okay. You only have 6 ships.
Yes.
Which means you've got some expensive boys in there. I really do feel like this is probably like 3 battle stars.
We'll find out in due course.
I really enjoyed reviewing your match for doing the highlights. Your what was it? 2 Jupiters and 2 Artemis. That was an entertaining match to
Against
review.
Viking, yes. I was like, he's bringing torpedoes to every match. What counts as that? Flak. Just have the biggest wall of flak anyone's ever seen.
Blue Squadron is good to go.
I hate the quiet before the first shot.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we have two new fighters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 squads, but 3 of those look like support.
Yes, sir.
Folks, we probably won't do a whole lot of chatter. That doesn't mean you can't ask questions. Please do feel free to ask any questions if you want something explained. If we're not comfortable explaining it, we won't explain it. But, you know, if you've got any questions about what's going on or other comments, feel free to throw into the chat.
Weapons free and by the numbers, folks.
And
Open rack and engage.
Sweeper, and another ship going up and away.
To infinity and beyond!
Even.
Launching Raptors. Yes, Commander.
Defiance OP. For why the ships are stacked, in the case of ships that have flak, stacking lets the ship with the flak provide flak for multiple ships. Other times you want to stack is so that if one ship in the stack is in range, the others are probably also in range. So it makes it easier to keep all of your ships in range of the target you want to shoot at the same time. A full torpedo barrage would be a sight, and is still doable even with the two ships of a given, no more than 2 ships of a given class rule.
Here we go. Ooh.
All systems are nominal.
Fighters.
I like how we both moved our fighters forward. They're almost in shooting
that
range of
actually
each
got
other.
me quite scared there. I thought, are you actually engaging your fighters? Am I about to lose all my squadrons? Again, we have the same number of squadrons.
What? Okay, that was weird. I must have accidentally tapped T or something. God, our squadrons are basically out of range of each other by the vertical difference. I'm looking at this, it's like, whoa.
Understood.
Yeah, that raptor's gonna get Stratus on me shortly. Just a regular raptor? Yes, it is. Question is, do we engage fighters, or do we just run back to our capital ships?
Find out in less than 90 seconds on Battlestar Galactica.
No, I thought I'd approach it differently.
So you did have one more squadron hiding in the back there.
Yes, and
Oh, hey, that's awesome. Nice little glitch here. I can actually... Actually, I don't think this is a glitch, is it? Let's see.
what's happening?
I can... So, here's one of the slightly weird things of this game. The ships in squadrons are actually ID'd
Understood.
per individual ship. The Dratus marker is only removed when you get your Dratus range to the middle of the pin. I can actually
On it,
see
Commander.
the one of the fighter models of that squadron you have in the back.
Oh, right. Ooh. I wouldn't say that's a glitch,
So-
that's just it's that
Yeah,
tiny
I don't-
range bracket.
Yeah, it's another one of those. Just it's a super teeny tiny range bracket. Okay, so you don't have quite what I was
Missiles
expecting.
incoming.
Oh, am I gonna get the rocket hits? I don't think I will, but that would be epic. Oh, I will. That's awesome.
Yeah, mate. But it's 4 rockets equaling sort of
20 damage. Yeah, it's 20 before armor absorption. Like, you know, it's not gonna be the biggest threat to you.
On it, Commander.
Okay,
Where did my round?
so let's see here. You have a pretty decent pile of guns.
Pretty decent. This is as many.
Yeah, I mean,
concentration of guns I could fit.
you can bring up to 26 Battlestar artillery onto a single target. That's 16 medium guns and 6 light guns and 24 PDCs. Like,
Lights. Where am I getting lights from?
I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? I think I counted the broadside of the Minotaurs, both the light guns that it used to have and the medium guns it now has.
6 of them. That's done. Yes. Yeah, 16 mediums, 6 heavies, and
Yeah.
8, 16. 24 Battlestar artillery, plus a lot of PCs.
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, you are not short. You know, I forgot to look at what your munitions are. I need to do that real quick, too. Go ahead, Raptor. Get close, I dare you. No, sacrificing the Raptor is totally worth the Dratus Locks. Okay, so what do you have for munitions? An EMP mine, guided missiles, and guided missiles. I have a feeling you ran out of points.
Well, no. Like,
I mean, guided missiles are still
I
pretty
wanted to
solid choice.
You know, I wanted to use missiles last time, and they were.
Yeah, because I mean, you did get good. yeah, they were really annoying that first match. Picking off my poor Berserk.
So now I've got EMP mines and missiles. I've got all of them.
So 2, 4, 6. You have 8 fighters to my 10, and of course I have slightly better overall evasion as well.
You did 3 damage to my Jupiter's top armor. And
Fighter squadron is taking
some
fire.
damage to my...
To the rear armor on the Minotaur. Because...
So what do you have? Ooh. Okay, yeah, that's... You just using the fleet you did last match.
Yeah.
So that's angry bundle of guns there. But who has the angrier bucket of guns? Angrier bundle of guns.
Yes, Commander.
I think like my one consolation prize here is unless you want to leave the Jupiter behind, you can't catch me very well. And I don't think you're going to leave the Jupiter behind.
No. I need every angry bucket of guns that I have.
Missile tubes prepped.
I have to admit the EMP mine surprises me.
Missile tubes prepped.
Why? You've got, again, a really gun-heavy fleet and an EMP mine.
Yeah. If I get that EMP mine off, then it's curtains for you.
That's true. It is. It really is.
So if I can do that, then I will take the chance.
Yeah. Can you see? I'm gonna take a moment to read chat since you're still taking your turn. Some fighter skirmish. Yeah, we've had some fighter skirmish, especially that first match, but a lot of the fighter skirmish has been us duking out the fighters in the middle of the battle because we didn't want to engage over the enemy fleet. Can you see enemy squadron boon stats in multiplayer like evasion, etc., to help determine from what kind of no?
I can't
the
see
only
which
way
of your fighters come from the Berserk.
Yeah, the only way to know which squadron was hosted by which ship is paying careful attention,
IFF confirms
or
unit
if the
is
squadron
hostile.
is some sort of standout. So, like, I can tell which one his Raptor is from because his Jupiter is the only one with a Raptor equipped.
Did those missiles hit? Oh, they're out to hit your Jupiter. And your attack.
I tried so hard to get that chaff in the way, and
my Raptor is under fire from, or your squadrons you're using to intercept my Raptor are 2 sweepers and another Raptor.
no, only one sweeper.
Oh, yeah, the sweepers. Not bothering.
Yeah, the other. I don't know what that. Oh, I guess that sweeper maybe tried to shoot at one of the rockets or something. He's way higher than he should be.
Right, then I'm not too. What are your fighters doing down there?
On it, Commander.
So, are you going to go in for the
On it,
boarding
Commander.
action?
Of course, that Raptor is dead.
Yeah, it's not getting home. Might as well try and get somewhere safe. I love how we've had like 2 matches now where support squadrons have done shooting, have been shooting at other support squadrons. Like that's just, it's not what they usually do.
Yeah. I am very tempted to peel my Raptor off now and just see, can I take down a sweeper or something? I'm almost tempted to see if I can actually get it back. I doubt it, because you got a sweeper and a Raptor on it, which, while they're not that great, they are something.
Yeah, it's much more likely to be the top Minotaur and the 2 Atlas bringing that thing down. I guess also the Jupiter with its PDCs if you get close enough, depending on which one you try and land on. I'm guessing probably that top Minotaur again. Alright, I got 30 seconds to look at chat here. Ramming speed. Probably no rams at the moment. Close range torpedoes. You can flak close range torpedoes down. If you get enough torpedoes, you can get a few through flak. You can see Gorgon boosting.
Squadron
Select
gone
the
dark.
Berserk in the squadron from its info panel? Can you? I have to try this now, just to check.
Here comes your
Yeah,
Raptor
you can't-
squadron.
You can't select the squadron from its info panel. You can see what type it is, but... Now, of course, I can do that for my squadrons,
Yes, sir.
but you can't do it for hostile squadrons. What is my Raptor doing?
I honestly don't know, because that is just
Support squadrons
decided
can be
to
really
just
weird sometimes.
charge into my fleet. I thought that was like a purpose. Oh, I've tried to board you. You're
No,
gonna
it's
try and board
because
me.
it's because I killed off your Raptor, and so now he's going for the next closest target. Is what's going on. It's just weird because usually when I got vertical height differences It's annoying for the camera. Usually when the closest target is that far away, they'll go back home. Like even fighters, if the closest target gets a certain distance, will go back home. So I'm kind of surprised that's what they did here.
On it, Commander.
Oh my lord, the chaff not wanting to render glitch here is gonna be the enemy.
Yeah, your chaff's a
It-
little all over the
like
place.
it's like the last like third to half of every turn here. It's not showing the chaff that's getting dropped. I
think
keep
on-
having to turn
I
it
think
back
on my
off.
screen I'm missing a chaff blob as well.
Yeah.
There's like a chaff-sized ball between the last chaff I can see and the sweeper.
Yeah.
It's just a space. Where it should go,
Yeah.
so-
And neither one of them's out of chaff, so you know they're both still dropping chaff down. Okay. So I think this match I'll just slowly whittle you down with those 4 Raptor rockets I have, right? That works, right?
Just
You
use
can't
your raptors
kamikaze
as
Vipers
crap
and ships.
arms.
What options do Vipers have for damaging ships? They they use their guns to strafe the target. An individual squadron does pretty low amounts of damage, but you know if you got 3-4 squadrons, you can bring down a single ship pretty quick. So
Siren solution is online.
You have engaged fighters. And I should-
Get him! Get him! Get him!
I mean,
No, I did stop. I
oh
didn't
no,
get them.
that's bad. Oh, that's bad for you.
That is.
It only costs you half a squadron, and at least now I'm fighting under your guns.
Yes,
Actually,
Commander.
Did I get that Raptor squad? No, put it to half and.
Yeah, you definitely beat it up pretty good.
That's gonna be irritating. Question is, do you have any ops? No, you do not.
No, sadly, I did not. Why is the Berserk step on top instead of below the Artemis?
That's referring to my fleet and.
Yeah, that would be referring to your fleet. I'll let you answer that.
Uh,
And honestly, I probably would have gone the other way around.
I was thinking because when you start the match, I want to have the Artemis as low to start with as possible, so that
That's fair.
it's just diving, constantly diving, to try and give it the best possible chance to be below your fleet.
Yeah,
because
of course the Artemis. Let me make sure, Yeah.
Because
The Artemis has 8 Battlestar artillery on top, but it only has 2 heavy guns on bottom, so it really needs to be below its target.
so I want to start it as low as possible and keep going low.
How does this compare with Warhammer 40k Armada? So the biggest standout difference is
I've
that
got
this one is
6-3,
obviously turn-based
upper 2,
instead
targeting.
of
God
real
damn
time.
it, they got me!
Did you just... What did you...
Sacrifice the one squadron? Yes, I did.
Who's squadron? Atlas squadron.
Other differences between this and Battlefleet Gothic would
Recalling
probably
squadron.
be at the moment there are no multiplayer PvP matches that are objective based.
Understood.
So, a lot of Battlefleet Gothic has map control objective missions and not just straight kill everything. This doesn't have that at the moment. Black Labs is continuing to develop this game, which is one of the things I really like. They have continued to release DLCs with free updates to the game at the same time as every DLC. And those deals and the free updates have always had all of the gameplay enhancement stuff. So just because there's no map control missions for PvP now doesn't mean there won't be. And I'm trying to remember the roadmap. I think they said that there was going to be some multiplayer expansion coming up
They've said
sometime in the next DLC or
ship
two.
tier limit is increasing.
Was that it? Was there not a...
Let's see what... Sure,
I need to order my ships around instead of just talking.
somewhere on the Discord.
Let's see. Other differences between this and
The squadron
Gothic.
focus is quite different.
Yes, this has a much bigger focus on squadrons, because of course they stay out on the battlefield. They're not a limited set of usable abilities. That's right. Chase me away from your fighters.
Chase my fighters away from the fighters.
Right? Yeah. Sorry. Words are hard. It's
I know,
early, man.
it's early for you.
Words are hard. Okay.
Understood. On it, Commander.
What's the range? I think we're still away.
Can you roll your ships on the x-axis to present different batteries without having to adjust position relative to the z-axis. Yes. Let me. Don't. So I have just the teeniest bit of ship roll at the moment. Right now, I mostly don't because of the direction I'm moving. But as you turn a ship, yeah, some rolling you might have.
You can't.
You can see you've got a little bit more. You can't completely roll, but as you turn a ship, it'll bank into the turn. Like a race car going around a slanted turn on a track. It'll bank into a turn. This right now, my ships aren't rolling very much because you can see I have them. Having some trouble with the rock in the way. I'm more strafing them. So let me redo my ship here. So if I just did this turn like this, they would roll. But since I'm strafing like this, that counteracts that roll and they come back the other way. But you can get, it's like 10 or 20 degrees of roll, so it's pretty effective for if your Artemis is probably the biggest example of this, but if your Artemis is just still a little bit above your opponent, you can bank that Artemis, turn in. And yeah, as Teacher Galante says, it also affects flak coverage, so that's really good at getting your flak in the way of things that are well above or below you as well.
And again. I run away.
Oh, and I was in range like this entire
Target acquisition is screwed. Give me manual controls now.
Oh, a little over a squadron and a half. Okay. I mean,
no, just a squadron.
There's good news and bad in it. The one's down to 10 now. I mean, the fighter model count is the fighter model count is probably like 5 or so still, but 4? Yeah, no, squadron and a half, a little more, given the hit points. That's gonna hurt, especially because I am threatening you with guns now. You cannot just simply use your fighters or your capital ships.
Yes, Commander. So say we all.
Oh my god. The chaff not rendering is gonna drive me nuts.
Well,
I don't think I've ever seen it not render so reliably.
Your Minotaur and your Berserk, the top one, are fine.
Yes,
They're
sir.
protected. Bottom 2 aren't.
Oh, I see. You've got them in range.
Alright, then what?
Once again, the ship size of the battle starts letting them get guns into range that otherwise wouldn't be. I love it. Okay.
Yes,
No
Commander.
ordering your ships with heavy batteries on the dorsal to roll to present. So, I mean, you can turn away from a target
Yes,
and that
sir.
will, of course, roll to present your dorsal batteries instead of your ventral.
Set secondary battery. Full attack mode. Fire
And
at
all
will.
of that chaff just appearing at once because I.
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
Okay, what did you actually hit? You hit a bit of that, bit of that.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
Bit of that. Your damage was...
Oof, much more one-sided in your favor.
Yes. Wish I could say the same about the fighter battle. That chaff is so thick.
Ow. You're so mean.
I wanted to take, so can I fire an EMP mine to that mess? No.
No.
Can I fire missiles into it? No. Can I do anything to it?
So
No.
say we all.
Not really. Yeah, having both of my
Okay. What are your roles? Is that new target?
yeah, having both the
Nah.
sweepers still up is pretty nice.
So how are you hitting my rear of
On
my
which ship?
Artemis? That's not the face you would expect
Uh,
to hit.
Probably actually misses on the Berserk. I'll bet that's where the miss location is for shots against the Berserk. And it just, because your ships are so close to each other, misses on one or hitting the other. Because notice you're also missing a point on the rear Artemis as well.
Understood. Squadron has gone dark.
So, yeah, that's one of the things the developers have talked about before, operating in true 3D, you know, full rolling of the ships and stuff.
It's taking damage.
And
So say we all.
basically, oh, I'm going to end up losing this Minotaur for no cost to you. And that's really unfortunate. So when the developers
Understood.
were looking at trying to do the various 3D aspects of the game, they weren't able to find a way that they liked having the control interface be. So, you know, it's very much a case of... Sorry, I'm having to think here while I'm trying to talk as well.
Launching mines.
They weren't able to find a control interface that they liked to go with that.
Okay. How
Did you
much-
recall a bunch of squadrons? Or are you really down to
I've
2
recalled.
already?
There's one squadron left in reserves.
Okay, yeah, you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
You
Yep.
have
All right.
5. So I've taken down 3 of yours.
Yes, Commander.
And you're heading back into your sweeper chaff.
Come about heading yada da 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 da. What? Oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, let's see how this goes.
The match does come first, I agree.
Berserk is taking damage.
Keep your target locked and watch for clearance.
Marines have boarded one of our ships.
Hey, what? You trying to get cheeky with them EMP mines? Not, no, bro. No, bro.
There you go. I've launched an EMP, and you've boarded me as well. You're getting cheeky. Just as cheeky as I am.
Hey. I gotta win this somehow, man. Oh, did you recalled your squadrons, didn't you? Interesting.
That's one. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Both of them were on that Artemis.
Yeah, be careful about that.
Yeah, the Artemis is doing fine.
On it, Commander.
Okay, what isn't broken in this Berserk?
The right armor. Unfortunately, that'll require splitting it off from your.
I mean, it's already split off. I'm surprised it's still alive.
I think it's mostly still alive because my more gunny ships are pretty much out of range. Z-Dog target acquired. Yep. There are many targets acquired. Boarding just impose a penalty of some sort, or is there a chance of taking the ship for yourself? Cylons, as Galanti said, the Cylons can blow up the enemy ship, but it really does take the person not paying attention.
Solution
However,
updated.
they will
Target
after enough
acquisition
time
maintained.
just
Go, go, go!
severely.
Artemis is taking
but could not turn in time.
Oh my lord.
Whew, that was close.
Oof. Just I even might still take some fire control damage on that one Atlas too. Well, that means the poor Raptor has no home, so he can just join the fighter group.
Yes, sir. Understood. Understood. So say we all.
Of course, the Atlas that is being destroyed here is the one that still has squadrons, whereas the one that doesn't only has its sweeper left. Naturally.
He has the bottom armor of the Artemis that's been destroyed. Have you attacked it with your fighters?
Yes, I did. Last turn, I attacked it with fighters, and your fighters just barely launched in time to get a few shots off. But that was it.
Orders down the hall. I need covering fire.
And those ships are in range.
So say we all. Yes, sir.
like that's the end of that one Atlas, and there's nothing I can do to save it.
Yeah, it's only got front and top, and they're the sides that are gonna be exceptionally difficult to get facing.
We're taking fire!
Artemis is taking damage. Understood. Yes, Commander. On it, Commander. Yes, Commander.
And I believe you are now officially out of squadrons.
I am indeed. Which leaves you to run rampant with whatever squadrons.
I have left, yep. Oh.
Understood.
Oh.
Understood. Artemis is taking damage.
Marines to airlocks Beta and Delta.
Artemis, down. Berserk is taking
Nice.
damage.
Actually, wasn't expecting to get that.
Well, it's as dead as your miniature.
'Tis indeed.
Got 2 berserks left. There's there. A feeling that baller squadron's gonna cause me a lot of pain and grief.
I sure hope so. I kind of need it to. Considering it's like my last effective strike force here.
So say we all.
In fact, wiping out that one Artemis may make as big a difference on you losing missiles as anything at this point. And this Berserk, and losing that in terms of anti-fighter defense.
I've got another one. It is doing something.
Yeah, you have another one, and You'll have the boarding
They're
party on
already
your
here.
Minotaur cleaned up here
Lost
shortly.
observed, sir.
We're taking sustained fire!
Oh no. No. Okay. Whew. Oof.
Phew, what?
I was worried they were going to go right into your flak range. But there wasn't really a good way for me to avoid that. This turn.
Berserk firing at your Atlas? No, it is not.
This is going to be a remarkably dumb thing to do. Okay, we're gonna try it. Yeah, we'll try it.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to be done within the hour. Yes, probably. Well, the stream will be done within the hour anyway. Yeah, sorry. This tournament stream, I should clarify.
How is that Atlas doing?
Yes, Commander.
It's had better days.
It's dying. Am I firing to my Berserk? Yes, I am.
Understood.
This is probably going to be a mistake, but I'm going to try it anyway.
You know, I am quite glad for the bullet time things now that we can see where bullets are when the turn ends. Because that tells me, like, you are most definitely, like, what's can actually shoot at stuff. Like, last turn, my Berserk wasn't actually firing at your Atlas despite being in range, because it was just outside the vertical thing, which is so useful. And I can see what your Atlas is firing at. If it's actually firing at anything. No, it is firing at my Berserk.
On it, Commander.
Was it? Yeah, I guess it is firing at your Berserk.
one of those sweepers belongs to the surviving carrier?
You should be able to tell. Oh well, I guess actually they're both in pretty good shape.
Tell. They're just two
Yep.
sweepers to me. If I was paying attention, I could probably figure it out. But
Yep.
alas, I was not paying enough attention.
Needs more Taipan. Yeah, I mean,
Honestly, a type.
if I'd
Taipan
had
would be
one
so
Taipan
useful.
here, yeah, if I had one Taipan here, I would feel a lot less nervous about this match. Yeah. And yeah, Wacko kind of hits it on the head. Like, if you bring too many Taipans, you don't have enough fighter power to get air superiority. Like, I only had 2 more fighters than you, and I did have some better evasion overall because I had 4 of mine were in,
You have two
were
more
in
fighters.
the
We have
Atlas.
the same number. You're both docked 8.
I had 10 to your 8, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh, right.
So I had 2 more than you. So, and of course I had better general evasion. So, yeah, I mean, this fleet, maybe putting a couple of Taipans in would have been okay, but you know, it's one of those things that's just super difficult to know what the right decision is going to be. Oh, I did it. Oh, I did it.
Did what?
Broke the Atlas away out of range of most of your ships.
Not all of them.
No, not all of them, for sure. But
You broke it down to the range of my Minotaur.
I mean, that's still out of range of all the Battlestar artillery.
Understood.
It's out of the range of that a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, can I, with loss of fighter supremacy, kill 2 Berserks and an Atlas?
Yes, sir.
And can I use my fighters to kill all of your ships before they die? That I am less sure of.
What I wouldn't... Should I replace that EMP mine for a debris mine?
Yeah, I mean, I am inclined to agree
Nothing but
with
the
you
rain.
on that assessment. Oh, and hey, look, your Minotaur is out of range. Good for me. Ooh, good thing
Yes,
I
sir.
turned those Berserks away.
Yes, Commander.
Goddamn Berserks. So fast.
Yes. Yes, I believe Berserks are currently the fastest ship on the board, though they don't have much of a speed difference versus they don't have much of a speed difference versus a lot of the stuff on the board, like versus your Artemis and your Minotaur. So, like the Artemis and the Minotaur are close enough in speed that they'll be able to cut the corner when I hit the map edge.
Where is the map edge? It's there.
Yeah, right now we're in the middle, so middle-ish. So But the advantage is, since we're not already on the map edge, you don't need to cut all the way across. You don't need to get into the middle before
Yes,
you can
sir.
cut the corner on me. Or you don't need to get into the middle to cut the corner on me is probably a better way of putting it. You're close enough behind me. You can pretty much just chase me at the moment.
What's on the bottom of an Artemis?
The bottom is the engineering, I believe, for all of your remaining ships. Actually, I guess all of the ships you brought, since everything you've got that's been blown up is a duplicate of something you still have. But yeah, Jupiter and Artemis are both engineering subsystem on the bottom. Actual use of strat map, yes. And that's actually, so I don't know if people caught that. Where did I? Oh, okay. I started way up here at the Tillium refinery. We are way far down. So that's actually a big part of why I turned to the left at the beginning of the map to, if we don't end up below all of this stuff, as I turn to the left, if he's too far over, he'll have to chase me through these asteroids, and that could force him to either delay his pursuit or break up his formation. It ended up not working out that way, but it's in situations like this, you use every bit that you got.
Taking damage. Berserk
So
is
here's
taking
the
damage.
engineering taking damage on this Artemis. In the meantime, I am so far. Hey, don't shoot missiles at my poor Atlas. That's rude.
I mean, I want it to die. It's just...
Yeah, but I want it to live.
So say we all. Understood.
This is problematic. Indeed.
Is it?
Just those,
That's
the
unfortunate
number
for
of
you.
Fighters. And the sweeper that's joined the makeshift battle group.
Yeah. Well, he's got two guns. He's got, between the sweeper and the raptor, they're almost as fast as the Vipers, and with 4 models constitute half of a Viper 2 squadron. They're not quite as accurate, but I don't think against the size 4 target, I guess Artemis is only size 3, but still, I don't think against the size 3 target it's going to make a difference. Is there an actual map bottom? Yes. So the maps, you can't really see it because all you ever see is the circles of the outer edges. But they're actually shaped more like a pill capsule. So they have like domed tops and bottoms. So especially with us already being so close or so far down, what we'll see is as we get towards the edge of the map, I won't actually be able to go to this outer map ring. I'll actually have to come a little bit inside of the edge of that because it is shaped more like a dome. I have to admit, I have not taken the time to wait, you launched an EMP mine at me. Rude.
Where is that? Ah, there it goes.
And I'm ready for it to just barely miss the chaff, too.
Barely missed it. It'll probably just miss you. Honestly, I don't think you have much to worry about. I don't think I've the speed of the Berserks, probably.
Yeah, I'm probably going to outrun it, or a turn will avoid it, or something.
Artemis is taking
Or,
damage.
it will hit the chaff.
Taking a pounding,
Berserk is taking damage.
Yeah, looks like I'm going to just avoid it. Not by as wide a margin as I would have liked, but
On it, Commander.
oh, oh, I'm out of fire control or right armor. That is unfortunate because your berserk is not dead yet.
No, that Atlas should be dead shortly. Is that not... This is most unfortunate. It's just, I've got you down to your last ships, but I can't finish them off. Still, at least that should be your last chaff, right?
Only if you can kill the Atlas.
Even so, you're too far away to stock anytime soon.
On it, Commander.
That is true. The flip side is that I'm shooting up the bottom of your Artemis. It'll probably get one more salvo of missiles off.
Artemis is taking damage.
Where's damage control?
Oh, yes. Oh, goody.
On it, Commander.
Come on, you stupid. Berserk, destroy that Atlas.
Missiles on their way.
The good news is you'll be able to get those 4 more missiles off.
So say we all.
Infuriating. Are your berserks on boost, or are they just moving normally?
They were on boost.
Okay. So,
I shouldn't tell you that, but they were.
no, I'm just wondering, like, is it actually possible for me to catch up? Like,
Yes.
What is faster
Because of-
boost?
What is what?
Which has a faster boost, a Minotaur or a Berserk?
I want to say Berserk, but I don't know. I'm curious. Let's see. Complete ship statistics. Let me consult the great guide of the Wagglepuss. Heracles. This is faster to do when I'm on my 4K screen. Okay, so a Berserk with boost is 203. A Minotaur is 182. So yeah, the Berserk is faster,
Yes, Commander.
but you're definitely fast enough to cut the corner on me. So
If I can. This is just... No, it won't. This ain't working. Yes, I can.
Understood.
Waggle, you finally won! I'm so proud of you, Waggle.
Artemis is taking damage.
How do you miss it?
I'm just surprised it
Berserk
doesn't
is
go.
taking damage.
Incoming. Vector 1-6.
Right then, let's see if I can do something about these squadrons. How's this Berserk doing? I think it will kill that
On it, Commander.
goddamn Atlas. Take its time about it. I mean, I suppose. That'd be a nice Berserk I can potentially leverage.
Understood.
Doesn't all that mean you're out of chaff? What good that means.
I would say when you're down to just EMP mines, not much good.
I should have put debris mines on this Jupiter. With debris mines, things would have. You'd be a lot more cautious with your fighters.
Oh yeah, no, that probably would have made the difference here.
Incoming.
For sure.
Berserk is
Can I
taking
start?
damage.
Yes, I can start doing fire control damage back to you. Oh, just in time for you to kill it, though. Oh,
Yeah, that Berserk is a bit trashed, but it did finally kill that thing that just could go on its own merry way.
What happened to your missiles? I have no idea.
Stopped by the chaff.
Stop by the chaff. Okay. Yeah, I deliberately turned the other way just to try and get that chaff in the way. I did set that sweeper to defend the ship you were firing the missiles at, but it was like I have no idea.
No. Berserk.
Yes, Commander.
Can I get this Berserk back to somewhere useful?
So my support squadrons are something like a fifth of my remaining fighter strength. Let's see, because I have this is probably like 5 models in this squadron. I don't think I could. Yeah, I can't see. This should be at like 7. Is 12 and 8 is 20. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they're like a fifth of my remaining fighter models are support squadron. Or our support fighters. Support ships. Support yeah.
We've been through worse.
What am I firing at? Oh, I'm firing at just one of your.
Yeah, the other sweeper decided he'd come join the party.
Just
man.
tantalizingly close, out of range. shits, and there's like I can catch up to them, but it's just not fast enough. Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna...
On it, Commander.
And like, I think forcing your berserk out of position may be what costs you this match.
Yeah, if I had the berserk down here, those fighters would. Well, the thing is, you'd still be below the berserk, so I'd still have problems. So the question is, can I kill these squadrons before you kill me? Because if I kill these squadrons before you kill me,
Yeah, then
probably
it's
one.
almost certainly going to be GG. I mean, the range of the berserk pretty small over the Jupiter just because of the sheer length of the Jupiter, as we discovered with the Artemis. The Minotaur, of course, it's about the same because the Minotaur does have a range advantage as well. And of course, you have a berserk which you can sacrifice like you did in the first round.
Yeah, if the berserk can actually.
Are we going to see BA fighter snipes? There will probably be a few. Like, if you keep an eye out, I'm guessing he's shooting at this
Yes, Commander.
low health Viper 2 squadron as his focus fire. He might be going after the support squadrons, but probably not. They're per ship model pretty durable compared to the rest of compared to the Viper 2s. Also a little bit slower, and combined with the less accurate guns for as little as that matters, not really worth shooting at. Oh yeah, you dropped me
Minotaur
9
is
hit
taking
points.
damage.
There's another 3. God, that must have been a Battlestar artillery hit. Oh no, I guess it could have been a Minotaur hit. But I have now cracked the bottom armor, and I'll start hitting the engineering on that Minotaur.
On it, Commander.
So you have that remaining squadron and 2 full health ones.
Minotaur is taking damage.
They're giving us a hell of a storm, sir.
And of course, for those still new here, as I do engineering damage, he loses damage reduction, and so each shot does start doing more damage.
Squad's on 1 HP. Why must you leave me like this?
Just to taunt you.
Minotaur is taking damage.
The relatively high hit points of the Minotaur, though, still definitely being a benefit
System
for you,
repairs
giving you time
underway.
to get your berserk into position.
Yep.
Yes, Commander. Yes, Commander.
I love doing just even a little bit of navigation damage to you too at this point.
Oh, I killed that low health squadron.
Yes, you did. You did finish off that Viper. Oh man, guys, it's close. At this point, it almost comes down to just like die rolls in terms
Minotaur is
of,
taking damage.
you know,
Silent
how many hits
decompression
you're
in
gonna
Sector
get.
1.
So.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, I'm hoping this Minotaur can survive at least one more turn. If I can do that, then
Yes, sir.
I should be in a good place for when you switch to my Jupiter.
Minotaur is taking damage. We've lost a Minotaur, sir.
That is a bummer, because that means you will now go below
Understood.
my Jupiter. So where the hell is that squadron going? Don't tell me that's one that's... Of course, it's one that's in one of your berserks. And my Jupiter cannot catch up to those berserks. Which is just... Where are your squadrons?
Run away.
Genuinely, where are they? Why?
I can't tell you because that will
Squadron...
give away what I'm currently attempting to do here.
There's two sleepers. Slightly damaged Viper. I am so confused. And annoyed, because... Fighters.
I just noticed a minor oops on your part.
What's that? Mind me asking.
You haven't been repairing the subsystems on your berserk.
They're minor damage.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but you had turns where it wasn't doing anything anyway.
True, but it's minor. Oh, God.
Tis.
Needing to rise up out of range of my Jupiter. I literally can't.
Oh.
There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say, did you mute your mic or something?
Oh no, I knocked the cable out.
Ah.
Headset. Oh, be right back.
Okay. Rage cable pull. It seems unlikely, but guys, I think I have this, but good lord, I had to work for it. All right, so I know we've got a handful of veterans here and some other people, and of course, yeah, this is a Slytherin group channel, so lots of people with strategy experience. What do you guys think I am trying to do with these squadrons? That are at the moment they appear to just be running away. What do you think is the plan? Quick boost thrusters on the cup. Might let it smash the berserks. Yeah. Thursday night taco run. That's right, Anthony. You got it.
And I'm back. What's been
Welcome
going
back.
on? Your fighters over there are just running away. Your berserks over there are
Threatening your
running
berserk.
away, I guess.
Well, I
Yes,
was
sir.
hoping you'd let your berserk get in range of mine, but you seem to have thought better of that, so.
No. I mean, I'm confused as to your plan. Why didn't you just finish me off?
That's what I'm doing it, but I'm doing it in a safer way. Cowardice? There is no cowardice here. There is intelligence.
There is confusion.
When you have fighter advantage, but especially when it's with fighters that have no home to go to, you gotta play it very carefully.
Okay, the squadrons are now going all the way over there.
Understood. So say we all. On it, Commander.
Berserk cannot climb a Jupiter. That's...
Yes, berserks can definitely outclimb a Jupiter.
Gosh darn it.
Jupiters are faster only than the Artemis. Or, I'm sorry, not Artemis, Atlas. Brave, brave Sir Z-Dog, he bravely ran away.
Subsystem
That's right,
repairs are
Charge, you
complete.
got it. Mm. Yeah, the medium guns on the Berserk, not the
Yes,
greatest anti-fighter, but still pretty solid.
sir. Understood. Yes, Commander.
And depending on the range bracket, mediums can be quite a bit more effective than even PDCs. See, now I notice your Berserk is repaired, and I probably shouldn't have pointed it out earlier, but...
I was thinking it wouldn't make much of a difference, but then again, from the first match of the range brackets being as fine as they are, probably should at least repair the fire control.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're boosting away. And, oh, those fighters are definitely coming back in. Firing at that is nowhere near. Yeah, ow. Of course, you have the vertical advantage, so that's why.
So say we all.
Attacking. Oh, you're gonna go top, kill me from the top. Oh, you're going after my battle staff first.
Yes, sir.
And there's the other fighter squadron, mostly repaired. Probably going to go after my Berserk. Oh no, you are going against my Berserk.
Berserk is taking taking damage.
Ah.
Rest in pieces, Berserk Fire Control. Rest in pieces.
Yes, sir.
It still has it.
Understood.
Yep, still has a bunch at the moment. And at this point, I'll almost kill the ship by the time it runs out of fire control. But every bit helps.
And you got the other squadron up there. Yeah, I think I'm done for.
Berserk
Why
is
no
taking
use of the
damage.
debris mines?
Back to your stations.
Yeah,
Don't let me
Robot
down now.
Penguin didn't
Was a
take
mistake
some.
by me.
Yeah, and while I had a debris
Down.
mine on my Jupiter, I was never in a position. Oh no! Oh no! Oh phew! Okay.
Nah, you're not in flak range as much as that.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't
Maybe.
notice how much of the turn was left, and I got
it, Commander.
really nervous for a moment there, just like, uh-oh.
Bye bye your squadron models. But
Yeah.
No, this is it.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, that was probably the GG right there.
I think the GG was a while ago when your berserk. When I let your berserk slip away.
Yeah, the Berserk slipping away, and your Berserk being so out of position when I was still having to kill the Artemis and Minotaur. So,
'Cause it's
yeah,
like-
considering the Atlas didn't have any fighters left on it, it was probably worth just going ahead and ignoring. Like, you were gonna lose the Artemis, so you know you were only gonna get so many missiles out of it.
Yeah, you just knew that if you shot the missiles at your berserk, you did have a sweeper. It did have some chaff remaining. So I'm pretty sure it did.
So the sweeper that still had chaff at that point was the one that was in that Atlas that you had to shoot down at the end. The other one was from the one that you blew up first.
So, like, you had a sweeper right by the berserks, and I didn't know which one had
Yeah.
the chaff and which one didn't.
That turn that you were talking about, it was actually headed back towards the fighters already, because it had just run out of chaff and it was at that point useless. Now, I could still get really unlucky if we have something like we had go that first round where my fighters just like went out in front of your Atlas. If they do something like that here and instead go to the side and just sit in where you can activate the Jupiter's flag, that could still end up costing me this match. But that's pretty much what it's going to take at this point. Oh, hello, Mr. Rock. Let's not run into the rock. That would be really embarrassing at this point. Oh yeah, timer for the stream slot. We are indeed running out of time, but fortunately this match should be over in time. Rock getting in the way of my fighters now.
Am I making a dent?
You have gotten some hits on my Viper 2 that is unhosted.
Yep, I've basically got to kill everything except that, the squadron that is hosted. I can do that, then.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Yeah.
I don't.
Unfortunately, this is the beginning of the fire control damage, which means I can
On it, Commander.
start bringing my berserks around to hopefully close this out a little bit faster.
If I lose fire control completely, I'll just
Jupiter is taking damage.
full offensive.
Boost. that rock getting in the way of my fighters.
Can I actually
So
kill
say we all.
the unhosted Viper Squadron? Doesn't look like it, considering how my fire control is damaged.
Yep. Embrace the rock, Penguin. That's right. Hug the rock. Don't touch the rock, but hug it.
Still on 8 hull. God damn that squadron.
Yeah, hitting squadrons with Battlestar artillery is not the easiest thing to do.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Jupiter is taking damage. Yeah, that's right. My fire control is dead. Alright, I can't get it back up.
Jupiter is taking damage.
It berserks pretty much.
Launching mines.
That rock is in my way.
Jupiter is taking damage.
Did you EMP mine?
Jupiter is taking damage.
Rock.
Embrace the rock.
Key wrench into the rocket goes. All right, folks.
God.
Good game. Oh my lord. Top damage of my ships was the Atlas. I think this is the one that died first. Oh no, it was the one that died second. At 190.
Top damage was the second Artemis to die. Allied fighters for 586.
Yeah, the so let's see. 549 damage from the fighter damage from the Jupiter, 281 from the Atlas's fighters that died first, only 90, call it 100 from the second Atlas. Gee, the Minotaur's fighters didn't do any damage. 305 fighter damage from the fighters from the Berserk that lived, and only 19.3 from the other fighters. Oh, that was a 2-hour grind. I don't feel like we had to end at exactly 3 p.m. Feel free to celebrate and show the replay. You know, I think this is like a 10-minute replay. So here, I'll kind of, we'll skip through some of this replay here. We had some early fighter did. I loved this early bit where we both moved in but didn't actually attack it, so our fighters are almost in range of each other. And we're just like, oh, well, huh. I don't want to be here. We both leave. Hey, Waggle, I'm guessing this is Waggle.
It is I.
All
So Waggle
systems are nominal.
Yes, hello. Z-Dog,
Hey!
congratulations.
Thank you.
That was very, very hard fought and well done by the pair of you. That has made for a fantastic final and an excellent set of 3 matches.
I agree. Oh, my lord. That was grueling.
So yeah, congratulations, Z-Dog. And Robot, You put up an excellent fight in all 3 matches.
Yes. Didn't do the squadrons well on that last one.
Firing station is online.
A debris mine as opposed to an EMP mine.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Should have made
Yeah.
a difference.
Either one had the potential to be massive.
I've got 6
Yeah, I mean, if you had gotten
upper 2. Targeting.
a EMP might
God
hit on me, I
damn it,
agree,
they
that would have
got
been
me.
shutters for me. Thank you again, everyone, for joining us. I apologize, we don't have time for any real highlights. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this replay going here for these last couple of minutes. But you should stay tuned. Slytherin
Target
Group
acquisition
has
is screwed.
continuing
Give me
stuff
manual controls now.
going on for another
Set secondary battery.
5
Full
hours. I
attack
don't know.
mode.
Let me
Fire at
scroll
will.
down here.
7:30
We're gonna hammer the frackers so they can't get back up.
Currently, 3 p.m.
Okay, so 4 hours. So yeah, stay tuned. There's lots of exciting stuff still to come. You have been watching the final
Keep
match
your
of the
targets
Battlestar
locked and watch
Galactica
for
Deadline
clearance.
tournament. Robot Penguin took the first round of this final. I have taken rounds 2 and 3 out of
Switching
this
guns to
best of
manual.
3, letting me win the
Solution
tournament
updated.
overall.
Target acquisition maintained.
My
Go,
name is
go,
Sergeant
go.
Z-Dog. I have been your host. My opponent, who has been on chat with me this entire time, has been Robot Penguin, and Colonel Wagglepuss,
Orders
or
down
Sir
the hall. I
Wagglepuss
need covering
III,
fire.
has just hopped in at the end here. He has been the tournament organizer. He won the last 2 tournaments as well. Thank you very much for doing
taking
so much
fire.
of the organizing for this tournament, Waggle. And thank you to Major Hawkins the Grey
Couriers to airlock
for helping
Beta
out
and
as
Delta.
well.
And also my thanks to Slytherin for letting me set this up and helping me get this all in place and letting it actually
Grab
happen
your
in the
side on,
first
Colonel.
place. And
They're already
thanks to
here.
Black Labs for making, quite frankly, an amazing game that I have dumped more hours than I care to admit.
We're taking sustained fire.
All right, and I am going